Hey everyone, we are back again. I'm literally recording this a minute after the last video, so I hope my reading is not too bad because I cannot read a lot of stuff straight up cash money. Okay, so we have done all these children and we are on Mr. Gamzee. Oh god, it's gonna be a lot of. Oh my god, what the heck? Why does it start like this? Is this real? Okay, is my game broke? Is my game broke? I don't know. First things first, you delivered Karkin into the arms of a giant white crab, which strikes you as totally normal and safe thing to do. You're really beginning to get the hang of this zap situation. For instance, you are now capable of utilizing it without unleashing a lengthy exposition on the values of interpersonal relationships. You can just go. Why? What happened to the music? Where is it? Lucky too, since when you drop Karkat off at his place, he does not look in the mood for philosophy, more for crawling into bed and sleeping for a week. You don't blame him. Dave and John are nice kids, but they do require a high level of buy-in to talk to. Since you have a memory like a steel friendship trap, you recall that there's another possible bro in the area. What had Karkat called that kid he lost his stuff at the thought of meeting? Macarena. Macaroni. There is still no music. I think my game is broke. Hold up. Okay. It wasn't broke. I missed the last text. I don't know what it said, but it's fine. We have Gamzee, the clown himself. Okay. Standing at the tide line is some sort of Halloween decoration. A scarecrow made entirely of sticks and hair and a pair of oversized gray pants. Wait, they probably don't even have Halloween here. It's already spooky enough every day. A nocturnal world can't even freak with night holidays. This music is lit, but it can go down. The scarecrow throws a rock into the surf. He's a scarecrow now. Winding up his long, thin arm is a whole production. Although the motion is surprisingly fluid, you edge closer, not wanting to alarm him, but needing to move the plot along at a reasonable clip. You clear your throat. The boy's scarecrow. What's he calling him a scarecrow? Does the laziest double take you have ever seen. It's like he's on half speed. Okay, how am I gonna censor this? Hmm, let's see. Okay, for all these words, we're gonna say mailman. Okay, no, mailman. Are you lost? That's a little forward. Not that you aren't hip to all the choicest trends that the kids are on. You have absolutely no problem with some random teen just swearing at you out of the blue. It's absolutely fine. In fact, you love it. Makara, that's what his name was. You ever look at the ocean? You know, really get your eye stalks going on it? Well, yeah, you're doing that right now, actually. Since the ocean is right in front of you and it's very hard not to see at least out of the corner of your eye. Oh, dang. Felt for sure you were someone's little lost Lucis on account of you being white all over. Not my old goat for sure. That old bastard's never once showed his ugly skull to share a pie. The tide creeps up the beach and you take an automatic step back. The water looks normal and Makara is up to his shins in the surf, but you still don't trust like that. You can teleport, but that doesn't mean you want your toes burned off by alien saltwater or whatever the freak. What about you, stranger? You ever get down on a hot, warm plate of gooey mess? Pie, clown. I got one in the oven. Oh, how silly of you. You love pie. You love it so much more than any weird stuff you thought he was talking about. He grins and, oh god, horror opens up a pit in your stomach as his skin crack. What? Before you realize that it's makeup. He's got face paint on. You guess, kind of like a clown thing going on. It tracks. The big pants, the crazy hair, etc. That's actually kind of freaking weird, but really not as weird as it should be. Like everything since you began this roll-licking friendship romp, this new information feels like remembering rather than learning. But right now, all you really care about learning or remembering is that sweet pie the kid mentioned. Hell yeah. You got your pan all that where it's supposed to be. In your sack. Gamzee. Come again. Gamzee. Bless you. My name, mailman. For a second, the kid's vacant stare sharpens. His gray eyes are like looking down a long, empty corridor, but for just the briefest moment, you think you see something lurking at the end of it, something angry, and then it's gone. Oh god. Oh wow, your place is lit. The Faygo bottles. I remember I bought a bunch of cotton candy Faygo just to be like Gamzee. I was like, it must be good. Okay, whatever. Gamzee brings you inside his hive, which is lopsided and shakes when the wind blows. Whoever designed it definitely got their architecture degree online. Oh, everything is online now. It also smells a lot like weed. You take a step into the living room. Honk. Oh, Jesus Christ. There are like 40 little honk horns strewn around on the floor, and a pattern that makes it absolutely inevitable that you will step on most of them on the way to the couch. You give up after. Well, this music. You give up after a few seconds of careful hopping and just honk your way around the room. Oh god, it's a goose party up in here. Oh yeah, brother, make that music. Sometimes it all just gets too much to contain, you know what I'm saying? Gamzee sticks his head around the door to what you assume must be the kitchen. He's got flour on his nose. You thought he said the pie was already in the oven. What's he using flour for? The music builds up, don't it? It's like a miracle. Like a little ball of snot what's all caught up in your suck sphincters. You actually have no idea what he's talking about, and you're pretty sure that's not your fault. A bunch of clattering and banging interrupts your thoughts. Dear God, what is he doing in there? How hard is he baking? Then you realize it isn't coming from the kitchen. It's coming from a different door. A closet door. Oh god. What even is that? Oh god. It's you and Carcat. You must have time traveled without even meaning to when you zapped here. Dang. You thought you were getting the hang of this. But how do you respond to this absolutely unforeseen turn of events? Like Gamzee open the door. Well, I want to see it. I don't trust Gamzee to open the door. You spring up to answer the door because that's what any good guest would do while their host is busy fighting a pie. You honk your way over, making more music on the way. Miracles or whatever. You wonder what you're going to say when you see yourself. You'll probably be pretty surprised. Up close, the door is sort of warm, not temperature-wise, more in an existential way. A narrative weight hangs around this door, and when you touch it, tingling heat shoot up your fingers. Oh, we're dead, aren't we? I didn't save, dang it. Man, this door is great. You don't want anything more than to open this door. Dang, you love this door. Just doors in general, actually. Wow, amazing. You love to open them up and be in one place and then walk through them and be in another. You twist the handle. You are forcibly returned to the start screen. Well. Okay. Gamzee, you open it, I guess. Figuring this is the best way to prevent a paradox, you wait until the racket gets loud enough to alert your host. What's all that? You shrug and open your eyes real wide to show just how innocent you are. This is a total mystery that absolutely needs solving. Oh, hey, hold up, my brother. I'm hearing something in the scrub cupboard. Some squeaky beast. What's all got itself trapped? The noise in the closet breaks off just as Gamzee throws open the door. Yep, same place as before. Other you and Carcat must be shouting at each other back in his hive. Well, he'll be doing most of the shouting. It's really a mess in there. Dang. Little monsters skittered off. Yeah, weird. You have no idea where they went, and you're totally sure it was not a friend of his who flipped out at sheer sound of his voice. That would be ridiculous. Oh, no doubt. You're glad you agreed about that. Oh, and speaking of which, you mentioned that you have a friend in common. Carcat. Small. Shouty. Gamzee cracks into such a wide grin you're surprised his face doesn't turn inside out. Yeah, that there's my best freaking friend. As close as two wrigglers what slithered out of the mother grub's front butt stuffed together. We get our rap on. Rap? Like actual rap? Karka doesn't really strike you as the rapping type. Not as much as you notice. But I know he's got that music inside him somewhere. All wrapped up under his skin, just waiting for a real mother, brother to rip it out. Oh, that's incredibly romantic, but also absolutely the creepiest stuff you've ever heard. Oh, hell yes. An ungodly amount of steam issues from the kitchen like someone baking in a cartoon. Whatever it is smells amazing, sugary with just a hint of sharpness to it. Did Gamzee ever say what kind of pie he's making? Miracle pie, sister. Miracle pie. Oh, nice. Miracle flavor. Sounds great and not at all like it might burn the roof of your mouth off. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm not even surprised at this point. Gamzee emerges from the kitchen, the sweet smell getting stronger as he comes closer. He isn't carrying any plates or forks or whatever, so you guess you're just going to eat with your hands? You look down at your grubby little paws. When was the last time you washed these silly little things? You are disgusting. But then you get a look at the pie and realize that germs are really going to be the least of your worries. It's thick and gelatinous and green, neon green, poison control green, like clip art of something toxic. You are absolutely sure that whatever that pie is made of, humans are not meant to eat it. Probably not trolls either. Oh, yes. Gamzee sits down next to you, stretching out his long, skinny legs onto the coffee table, knocking over a stack of comics and a couple empty Fago bottles. Yikes. This does not make you feel any better about his ability to make good nutritional choices. You ask Gamzee as politely as you are able, what kind of pie is it? Oh, dang, brother. A Nutrimercenary never gives away his secret ingredient. All you need to know is this is the good stuff. You want to see the miracles the way I see them. I know you do. I can hear it in your voice. I can see it in your sea stalks. This is the stuff that is gonna put you all the way up to the top. Gamzee gives you that one look. You know the one. When your friend tells you that they got some deliriously dank stuff that they're going to achingly share with you. That's a real thing that happens, I swear. It is absolutely drugs. That is a drug pie. Okay, let's save. Oh my god, the save button is here. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Okay. I don't condone this. We will not do it, Mr. Gamzee. You take a deep breath and prepare to stand up to peer pressure. You tell Gamzee that you think you'll pass on the pie. Whoa, for real? Nobody's ever turned down a bite before. Really? How many people has he offered it to? Gamzee grins. Well, you got me there. No fear, brother, no fear. You gotta be all doing what you're feeling. No way I'm about to harsh a brother's flow when it comes to all their personal preferences or whatever. Oh, thank God he isn't going to think you're uncool for not doing his drug pie. You can't exactly recall where you picked up the idea that Alternian drugs are not a good idea, but you're pretty sure it's right. Maybe just a cool, good general rule of thumb. Avoid alien-controlled substances, or possibly all alien substances. Maybe it would be bad for you even if it wasn't drug pie. Your internal anatomy is still a mystery to you. Actually, Gamzee is taking this so well that you feel emboldened to go further, push a little harder. Man, you are really getting brazen with this after-school special stuff. You suggest to Gamzee that just maybe he shouldn't eat the pie either. He raises both eyebrows and gives you a slow blink, looking from the pie to you and back again. He looks absolutely flabbergasted at the idea. Hasn't anybody ever mentioned to him that he should be careful about what he eats? Not even Carcat. Carcat absolutely seems like the kind of guy to want to micromanage his friends' lives. Might have said a thing or two, once or maybe two times. Does Gamzee ever think about following his good friend's advice? Gamzee frees it all gone, with one long-fingered hand reaching for the pie. He can practically see the gears turning in his head. You catch another flicker of that flat, effectless menace behind his eyes. Then he splits into another big sloppy grin. Screw it. Gamzee rises eerily to his feet like he's on marionette strings, almost without bending his knees, picking up the pie. He shuffles across the rumpus block and opens the window. He makes and holds eye contact as he throws the pie out of the window. Oh, okay. Well, that's one way to get rid of it. But what about the pie plate? Where that came from? Anything I want, I just enter it into the computer and it appears outside the hive a couple hours later. Friggin' miracles, man. Or maybe just same day delivery. Is there a troll Amazon? Gamzee lets out a creaky laugh. It makes you a little nervous and you can't quite pinpoint why. Slow down, brother. You're talking all of the deep mother freaking heresies today. Turning down a perfectly good pie what could have got us well and truly seeing the glories what's the Messiah's put on this planet. Don't take away my miracles too. Well, you didn't make him throw away the pie out the window. You just made a suggestion. He didn't have to listen to you. No, you got the right of it. We'll do it your way. You never know, the old goat might come home for once, and he never likes it when I fly high on pie. Well, if he's sure. Oh, what the Jesus Christ? What happened? Gamzee looks at you from across the room, silhouetted against the window like a black spot on the moon, and you think you may have made a mistake. You aren't exactly sure why, just something in the back of your head is shouting at you. Maybe you'll check, just to be sure. Oh, so when Gamzee lopes back into the kitchen, maybe to throw more stuff passive-aggressively out a window, you zap forward just a little while, a couple of days. Wow, you just left though, dude? It's like, yeah, I didn't eat the pie, threw it out the window. Bye. See you in 2 days. The house is quiet, but everything looks mostly the same. When you listen, though, you hear a steady thump, thump, thump. If you didn't know better, you might say it was someone banging something against drywall, for instance, their head. Is this a horror movie now? The sound rattles through the stone of the hive and builds along the scaffolding of your body. Oh my god, what happened to the TV? With mounting dread, you zap forward a few days. The hive is a wreck. It wasn't exactly a showroom before, but now there are 3 times as many honk horns and Faygo bottles overflow off the table. The couch bleeds stuffing from 3 long gouges. The TV is shattered and every mirror in the house is broken. Every shiny surface slashed past recognition. It's like someone didn't want to see themselves. Gamzee? Oh god, what happened? Uh, oh, okay. You zap the Carcat's hive. He knows Gamzee. He'll be able to tell you. Oh god. Red everywhere. It's on Carcat's bedroom walls, the floor, even arching up to the ceiling. Carcat's red blood. You never gotten a chance to talk to him about it. Your stomach curls in on itself and you fall forward onto your knees, retching onto the carpet. You haven't had any of the pie, so nothing comes up. Wow, this is like worse than Act 5. Oh, he killed everyone. He killed everyone, bro! Kanaya's room is in far greater disarray. She looks like she put up much more of a fight than Carcat had. There are great gouts of jade blood over the bolts of cloth and drafting table, but is joined by deep slashes of royal purple. Kanaya's hustop glows sickly into the dim room. A smiley face with a round clown nose is painted in blood on the screen. Beneath it, an instant message flashes. Fuzzy Fangs, what the heck? You can't ignore me forever, Miriam. I doubt you can even do it for one night. Oh! Question. Oh! The cursor flashes. Green and purple ooze on the keys still wet. Oh god, he's gone after AG too. You have to do something. Hey you person we haven't met. You appear in a tall stone room. You've never been here before. Or maybe you have. Maybe you've already made good friends with this particular troll. It really depends on which option you chose at the beginning of the volume. God, why did you think that? Why isn't your brain working? What the frick is wrong with you? You feel like you know all of this, but not. Like you watched it all happen to somebody else. From the distance, you hear a telltale honk. Ice sheets up your spine. Honk. That is the most cursed noise you've ever heard in your life. Jesus Christ, you are going to have nightmares filled with brass instrumentation provided you don't die immediately. Honk. Oh my god, what is up, wow? Bro, what the heck, man? What the heck, bro? Okay, hey there, mailman, you're late. Oh, hey, Gamzee, you sure look totally, cool. Green and crimson paint his shirt splashed up his arms, the elbows. It's like Christmas up in here. 3D purple gouges intersect his face, still bleeding freely. Dang, dude, you should have kept doing your drugs if this was the alternative. Talk about an overreaction. Overreaction? It's no overreaction. Like aberrant speck of worm meat. This is the true God's judgment. He came to me, mailman. He spoke his words in my ear. He's the only one what's ever bothered to say that truth to me. Who came to him? Who was speaking truth? Don't worry, you'll meet him soon. Honk, 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 honk. Oh God. Ooh. Ah. Well, we got murdered in that one. That was pretty spooky spook. That was like the worst version of Homestuck I've ever seen. It's hard to say that never happened, but it never happened. You know what? Screw it. You're magic. You can do whatever you want. You scoop out a big green glowing glob of poison pie. It's so gooey and thick it almost slides right out of your hand. You manage to get a little bit of it into your mouth. It punches you right in the taste buds, so sweet your teeth ache and without any discernible texture. Just goop that slowly fills your mouth and coats your throat. Wow, this sure is a tactile experience. It doesn't taste bad, just sort of like you swallowed a big sweet mouthful of nausea hits you in a wave and every nerve ratchets tight. Yeah, this is definitely not meant for whatever kind of creature you are. Your body wants to reject it. You lean over the arm of the couch and prepare to give this volume an additional context warning. But the feeling passes, and not only does it pass, it is accompanied by a rising sweep of euphoria. It shivers up from your stomach and into your brainstem. You let out an unintentional sigh of happiness and settle back down onto the couch. Wow, you feel so great right now. Holy, drugs are awesome. You want to do them all the time. No wonder Gamzee was so intent on getting this pie finished. If you were him, and you knew the secret to the wonders of the universe, you wouldn't ever eat anything else ever. A long finger taps you on the shoulder. More, mailman. He offers you the pie plate, and you eagerly dig your fingers in it. It's getting all over the couch in your face, but you don't care. You just want more of that perfect, contented feeling. Gamzee watches you with dreamy approval. Where are we? Somehow the two of you end up in the supply closet. You aren't really sure why. It just felt like a good idea to go in there, possibly to investigate whatever it was that was making a bunch of silly noise just a few minutes ago. Oh, you know what it was. It was you! You and Carcat. You guys came to visit Gamzee one time, but Carcat wussed out. You'll try harder next time. Haha, good try, mailman. You're not pulling my stem that easy. My number little brother hasn't been anywhere near my hive. I've tried to get him here over and over again, but he's all got this hate on for face-to-face hangouts. Not like you. You got your mailman pan blown right the frig open. You're like me, my sister. You're wide open to the miracles. You tell Gamzee that he's totally right. You are so ready and open to whatever miracle comes along. But no, seriously, if you wanted the two of you, you could go visit Karkat right now. He's probably sleeping off his trip to an alien planet, but you could wait. Or just zap forward in time a little bit. That's a thing you can do. Oh, for real? Why didn't you just say then? Mailman. Zap us on out of here. Sure, right away. Anything you want, best friend. Gamzee gives you another one of those wide, messy grins. Like he can't contain his joy at the thought of being someone's best friend. You totally sympathize. You can't actually remember how to use your magic powers right now. You think it's possible you're a little too high. You don't even remember how you came to be lying on this filthy closet floor and looking up at the filthy closet ceiling. Shouldn't you try to keep the place with your cleaning supplies a little, cleaner? No worries, my brother. There isn't any rush. I got my certainty on that one day we're all gonna get together in one big horn pile. My boy Karkat, T-Dog, Aqueous, that NASA cerulean chick was always mad as hell. Everybody. We'll all climb up to the clouds together. You don't know who some of those people are, but that's okay. You're confident that they'd all make amazing friends, and you can't wait to climb up into the sky with them. What'll you do once you get up there? We ride the Dark Carnival all the way to paradise, my brother. The Dark Carnival? That sounds familiar somehow, like a song. You've heard it before. Oh, I should hope so, mailman. Anybody what's got any kind of head for religious dogma at all's heard of this stuff. I knew you were a real one. Oh yeah, for sure, you are the realest, but imagine you weren't as real as you could be. What would you tell some dumb person who had no idea what Gamzee was talking about? The Dark Carnival, where the path leads to my brother. Back in the old days, the righteous got their blood poured out when their time came. All that purple paint in the remastered circle. But nowadays, it's more of like a metaphor and stuff. When a person dies, his soul is all ruptured up from his corpse meat, right? And that soul's gotta all go up somewhere, don't it? It's not about to just float around untethered. So it rides on up to the carnival where it gets all right and properly judged to see whether it's been a good or not a person. Anyway, that's how the miracles work. Right. God, that sounds amazing. You really hope Gamzee gets there one day. Whoa. Can I see that again? No? Okay. Something jagged slams up against the haze of drug contentment. You feel it like a booming knock on the inside of your consciousness. You remember a face. Gamzee's face. No, not quite. Oh, it's a face with makeup, but it's younger, kinder, more vulnerable. You remember this. This is a friend. You remember you had friends. You remember a clown. With a monumental effort, you force yourself into a sitting position. Gamzee is still splayed out on the floor, totally gone. You have to figure this out. For a split second, you had it. You shake your head, trying to clear it. You stagger up. Gamzee makes a sleepy noise and rolls onto his side. You stagger back into the living room, feeling your way across the wall until you find an ablution trap. You locate the sink and splash some water on your face, trying to focus enough to concentrate, but not enough to lose this thread. Somehow you know that if you become too aware of yourself, you are going to completely forget everything again. It's almost like someone wants you to forget. Forget all of your friends and your past adventures. You close your eyes and picture that friendly clown face. A name drifts across your mind, almost close enough to snatch. Zap. All of your other trips through the narrative have been instantaneous. 1 second you're in a place and the next you're in another. This time the air feels warm and gelatinous, like trying to run while waist deep in water. The drug pie could just be freaking with your powers, but you know in the core of you that it isn't right. You are where you aren't supposed to be, and something here knows you're trespassing. Something here is awakened and sees you. Ah, running. Your body goes through a series of shivers, not like when you first tasted the pie. Some distant layer of you knows that whatever you are experiencing is wrong and not meant to be seen by anyone, as if somehow you gotten a glimpse into the subatomic level. Your vision stretches out in a long, empty corridor, and at the other end is, oh my god, they're T-posing. Almost. You slingshot back to Gamzee's hive, hitting the floor with what feels like every inch of your body. God, how can you fall on yourself and your head at the same time? How is that legal? Even worse, you appear to have sobered up much faster than you have any right to. The high is broken like a fever, and you are sweating through your trendy collared shirt. Oh, you turn. Gamzee has somehow moved himself to the couch while you were doing whatever it was, trying to throw yourself into a part of the narrative you don't have permission to see. He looks significantly less stoned than before, too. Where'd you go at, mailman? Oh, you just tried to pop in to visit someone? Someone you thought you remembered from your past and it went wrong? Somehow, you're just getting the image of a T-posing figure, which is absolutely absurd. Dang, that's some deep nonsense right there. Some righteous noise. Yeah, you guess so. Probably just the drugs, though. Gamzee looks at you through slitted, hazy eyes, and you realize that trying to explain anything to him when he's in this state isn't going to do any good. Just a fever dream. And that's probably exactly what it was. Dang. Maybe this is what the kids refer to as a bad trip. Is this what Gamzee does? Just sits in his hive all the time and gets high? Well, that's a perfectly respectable way to deal with the hell place like Alternia. But, good God. It makes you sad. All these kids you've met so far make you incredibly sad. There, now you went and bummed yourself out. You're exhausted. You really aren't above doing the least amount of work for the highest possible reward here. You shrug and tell him that probably what you experienced was a miracle. Gamzee's beatific smile makes it all better. I suppose. Well, that concludes Gamzee's chapter. Double upload, maybe, who knows? I'm out.